Welcome back to Season 2 of the Human Together podcast. I'm excited to be back. I begin this first show not with humans, but with animals, more specifically, dogs. Dogs have always been a part of my family's life. Even before my wife and I had human children, we adopted a dog as our first child. Over our years of marriage, we have had 2 proud mutts as our pets. Dogs are invaluable because they provide companionship, reduce stress, provide therapy in some cases, and are certainly a better emotional support animal to carry on an airplane than a bearded dragon, capuchin monkey, and even a rat. Yes, all those are listed as emotional support animals. I digress though. Back to the dogs. More importantly, black dogs, which are the subject of this episode. Several months ago, I was having a lighthearted discussion with some of my coworkers about a minor, or depending on how you view it, major injustice of the world. How the subject of black dogs got brought up, I don't recall. But the idea of how the lack of black dogs being adopted was prevalent. This was a phenomenon, injustice if you will, I was not very familiar with. Black dogs have a more difficult time being adopted in animal shelters. Honestly, I thought my coworkers were yanking my chain. How had this prejudice escaped my purview? Upon further review, they were in fact correct. I was outraged and called to action, or at least moved to create an episode for this show. Black dogs unite and overcome. In a musical reference, Public Enemy should rename their album Fear of a Black Planet to be inclusive of dogs. Fear of a Black Dog Planet. The band The Smiths should rename their song Shoplifters of the World Unite to Black Dogs of the World Unite. Rise up, overcome. Sounds extreme, I know, but let's delve further into the phenomenon. According to PetFinder.com, Black Dog Syndrome is defined through shelters and rescue groups reporting that most pets are listed for 12.5 weeks on PetFinder, whereas less adopted pets, such as black dogs, senior and special needs pets, spend almost 4 times as long to be adopted. What? Special needs dogs? Now I have to start a whole new movement. Through my research, I learned that Black Dog Syndrome may be caused by a number of things, including size, unclear facial features, dimly lit kennels, the genericness of black pets, negative portrayals of black pets in books, movies, and other popular media. A big, frightening black dog can be seen in The Hounds of the Baskervilles, the Harry Potter series, both movie versions of The Omen, and even on the common Beware of Dog sign. Black cats are readily associated with witches, superstition, and bad luck. Forget that. The best cat I ever owned was a solid black cat. Rest your soul, Oscar. Okay, so these are just a few reasons people may not adopt black dogs. So how can we overcome this black dog syndrome? PetFinder offers advice on that as well. Here's a few of them. Display your love of black pets proudly to demonstrate that there is nothing wrong with them. Share our black fur badge on your website. Indeed, I will. Encourage friends to look past their first impressions of black pets. Tell people about BDS, Black Dog Syndrome. It's generally an unconscious prejudice, and most people will move past it once they're aware. Remind people that their parents were right. Personality is more important than appearance. It's just as true for pets as for people. Remember that on October 1st is National Black Dog Day, so walk your black dog with pride. The best way I found to combat Black Dog Syndrome, BDS, was a story about a Gold Award Girl Scout. Young Shelby organized a local black adoption day in response to the lack of black dog adoption. I quote her, "My dog, who fits the criteria of Black Dog Syndrome, is my reason for choosing this project. I love my dog, and she has a good home with a good family. These adoption centers do a wonderful job of caring for their animals, but it's not a real home. Giving these animals a family of their own is an opportunity they should all have." Well said, and congratulations to this young girl. Keep up the great work. Long before I was aware of this phenomenon, I have been a strong proponent and owner of black and dark dogs. I simply don't get it, people. If you are considering adopting a dog, intentionally adopt a black dog. Stop the insanity and give a black dog a chance. We all need animals and dogs, especially black ones, to help us all become human together.